The Black National Anthem reportedly set to return before NFL games as the league looks to ramp up its social justice messaging.
Here to react is former professor at Princeton and Vanderbilt Universities, Dr. Carol Swain. Good morning to you. So how do you feel about this song being played before NFL games this coming season?
I think it unnecessarily politicizes a game that traditionally has brought Americans together, and that it represents a capitulation of the NFL to the most radical elements in our society. It is divisive, and it has no place in sports. And when you think about sports, and football in particular, that has been an area for blacks where you had a meritocracy, that black players have been very successful, and this is something that will drive away supporters, and it does nothing, to unite our nation.
The commissioner, Roger Goodell, touches upon something that you just said. Let me read what he said. Without black players, there would be no National Football League, and the protests around the country are emblematic of the centuries of silence, inequality, and oppression of black players, coaches, fans, and staff. We are listening. I am listening. Obviously, you referencing the first part of Goodell's statement, and then he goes on with that second part. On a net gain-loss basis, is this going to keep more fans in the NFL bubble, or is it going to drive fans away?
It would definitely drive fans away because Americans are sick of the racial agenda, and the NFL shows no appreciation for American history, which is also black history. We are an integral part of American history, and so it shows no recognition of that. And when you think about the national anthem, that is something that has united us. Our national motto is E pluribus unum, out of many one. And so we're supposed to unite rather than divide along racial lines. And when you think about sports and the military, those have been areas where blacks have excelled. And now with critical race theory, it has permeated every area of our society. All blacks, including the billionaires, think they're victims. It is ridiculous. And we don't need that in our society, and we need to punish them. Those who watch football need to turn off the television, stop supporting them until they wake up and support our nation.
Yeah. Well, Dr. Swain, I'm sure you heard about Davidson College. It's in North Carolina, and they're offering a class called #AbolishThePolice. And they have a course description on the class. It says it will enlist black politicians and feminist theories. It will enlist black political and feminist theories and social and political philosophies to critically examine and think through issues of race, criminalization, incarceration, police militarization, predictive policing, surveillance, and domestic security. So there is this class called #AbolishThePolice. What do you think?
Well, I'm not surprised because college campuses have offered courses like that for decades, but usually it's not about abolishing the police. And when you have critical theory, it's not about reforming our society, it's about taking down our society. And that's the syllabus for that course could have been written by Black Lives Matter, because when they first came on the scene, they were very open about abolishing institutions like prisons and police. And so they have an agenda, and they are indoctrinating certainly the young people, and then they go out in our society, they take jobs, and they harm us in our schools and corporations.
All right, Dr. Swain, we got to leave it there, but thank you so much for joining us this morning. We appreciate your insight.
Thank you.